All right. So, fucking Scheuneman Show, episode number 4, I think. But might as well be episode number 1 because this shit's going to be special. We actually have a good guest in here today, and we've had good guests before, but I mean, we've had Cole. That was a friend of mine. We've had my dad. You guys, I hope you guys liked that last episode. That was pretty entertaining to myself. But here today, we do have a real fucking couple of artists. And I will tell you, Matt the fucking Demon is here. Maybe Matt Demon, as he goes by Apple Music, which fucking always fucks with me when I search your shit up. And then we have Jett. Jett Smith? Jett Smith. And these two motherfuckers are some... I mean, I'll let you say it yourself. What would you like to call yourself? A...
Couple of bad motherfuckers coming up in the game, to be honest.
Some musicians, for real.
Yeah.
Your volume's really good. Yeah, that's perfect. You might just want to have it a little bit closer, but yeah. So, some local talent. Like, I've known these guys for years, honestly, and I'll just start by saying, I remember the first time hearing about your music was going to the academy, and literally saw flyers posted up for Uber. Like, that song went pretty locally viral, if you ask me. I mean, you would know better than I do, but I remember hearing a lot of people talk about that song because that's just like a banger. Like,
thank you.
If I'd love to hear any backstory or anything about that song to inform people on, because I mean, I feel like, was that your first song that you recorded, or?
So what had happened was, initially I was just, stereotypically recording out of my mom's house. And then...
where legends are made.
Absolutely. All the greats. Shout out moms. But our science teacher, man, was like a life mentor to this guy that owns a label out in Hilliard. Shout out 25/7. Shout out Tyler Mises, man. Thomas graduate, you feel me?
Yeah, we both went to Thomas. Mm-hmm. All of us, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
Yep.
Group of Thomas people. But no, so Blue Vol made the connection for me, and then I went out there, and I had to put out some stuff on SoundCloud that's later been super vaulted, never to see the light of day. Because when I recorded Uber, it was in a different... It made me start looking at shit differently. It's a really simple song. It's not really about a whole lot, but what that song did for me at the end, like that song put a new pair of shoes on my feet with the royalty money, and I was still in high school. Fucking that shit ended up meaning a lot at the end of the day, and our science teacher really just like took a chance on me and was like, you know what, I think I see determination and drive in you. I'm gonna help you make this connection. And then we went out, and I went out there and made Uber with a local record label. I'm not signed to them or anything, you feel me, but that's where that happened. That's kind of the backstory on that.
And I mean, I see where Blue Vol's head was at. And by the way, Blue Vol's one of our old teachers, but I've always seen just that you have that great work ethic, you have that spark, and the music that you make is not like, it's different in a great way, because
I appreciate that.
I mean, people can make music and it can sound typically like a lot of other shit you've heard before, but you have your own unique style. You actually, it seems to me that you put thought into all your lyrics and your flows, and it's always switching up, and you're experimental with it. And that's one of the reasons I've always had respect for you and what you do, because not only that, but you haven't given up, and you keep your head down and just keep putting in work, and it's good work. Like that's just I mean, early song, and that one really did. I hear a lot of people listening to it and talking about it, and I mean, it's saved in my fucking Apple Music. Like,
thank you, man. Oh, that really means a lot.
I really love that bar about something about you take a fucking regular Uber, I take a Uber Select.
Oh yeah, exactly. Actually, the so funny thing about that line is initially when we were coming up with the song over there at the label, they weren't like real familiar with Uber. So initially,
for real?
Yeah, it was like you get the Uber, I get the Uber X. But the funny thing is the Uber X is the regular Uber. So we're sitting there, bro. I took an Uber to get there. That's what made me think about this shit while we're making the song. And I was like, so this bar is redundant. And they were like, what do you mean? This is great. And I was like, nah, you're saying what the bar really says is you take the regular So do I. That's not gangster.
That's hilarious. Didn't they change it to Uber X, like being something else other than regular at one point? Isn't that like the SUVs or something?
So it's like Uber XL is like SUVs and shit.
Okay.
Like groups of people. You got Uber Black, like your Teslas, your Corvettes and shit. I've given them way too much money over the years.
Dude,
How many Corvettes have you taken?
I've taken one Tesla, no Corvettes.
dude, so with Uber, I guess I'm a bum because I've never gone out of the ordinary Ubers, but I have spent, I agree with you, way too much money on Ubers. Like, I didn't have my license until way too late, probably like 18 or 19. I would Uber everywhere I went, and I wouldn't even think about it. Like, my girlfriend at the time lived in Westerville. I lived in Worthington, and I would Uber there, Uber back. And at 4 in the morning when I got kicked out, got chased with guns and everything, like, just Ubering everywhere, Ubering to school, Ubering to the store. And
A lot of money.
I know I racked up thousands of dollars.
What about my girlfriend at the time when we Uber from UA and here and Worthington back and forth?
Yeah, but there was some sketchy shit going on with them Ubers.
But we Ubered like every fucking where, and that was when Uber first came out, like Lowell.
Yeah, and that's why I'm surprised that they didn't know really much about
Started getting really
Uber
popular.
because I feel like the Uber Everywhere song, and like I was young when I started getting into using Uber, and I mean, how old could you have been when you made that? How old were you when you made that song?
So when I made Uber, man, I was 17 actually when I made Uber, and by that time I'd already been using the service for like 3 years. I mean, every date that I went on, man, getting home from the jobs that I had to get to like support myself on this journey and shit. My hustle the whole time has been backed by Uber. So shout out Uber. Shout out Uber. Give me a sponsorship. I need free rides.
We love you, Uber, and I hate to cheat on you, but I started using Lyft too.
Yeah, I pretty much just use
Fuck
Lyft.
Lyft.
Fuck Lyft. We don't got no song called Lyft. You should do that. You should go down.
Remix, call it Lyft.
You should literally be like make a song like lift you up, spelled like lift, and then go to like Uber Eats, like make big money, so I Uber Eats, or just like do all of the fucking courier services and just make a mixtape out of it. But I mean, I don't want to put too much on you.
You couldn't get a sponsor, bro. That would be.
Yeah, they'd be like, dude, come on.
You can't get them all, bro.
Yeah, dude.
The infinity gauntlet of fucking delivery apps.
Did you ever get sent any Uber teas or anything like that?
No, never shit, bro. I've never gotten a damn thing in return.
Damn, they gotta show some fucking appreciation.
I will say though, I've been using Uber a lot less recently, and they've kept me in their platinum tier. I don't know what's going on with that, but Uber, if you're listening, I appreciate you.
Shouts out.
That discount, that perma discount. Fuck yeah.
Send some love to this man. Come on. You could do next when the next tape drops, which I'm also excited to talk about if you're down to talk about it, because I know you got a lot in your vault. But what was I gonna say? Fuck. Damn, I was always scared of the first time this would happen on a podcast. It just lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah. When the next tape drops, I'm pretty sure they've done this before. You could, like, maybe work out a deal where they play that song with, like, every Uber ride that day. Like, I think Travis Scott or somebody did that. Where
That should be a thing. If that's not a thing, that should definitely be a thing.
Yeah, because
Everyone stands to make money.
I know that there was some rapper who was, like, doing a deal with Lyft, and he was, like, every time you select this certain option when you order your Lyft, you'll be listening to my new album. It might have been Young Thug. I don't know, but that would be dope. Mm-hmm. Just, shooting shitty ideas at the wall.
Oh no, for sure. If I could work something
for
out,
money, bro.
Absolutely.
Anything.
At the end of the day,
It compounds so fast.
It does.
You just add all those little.
if I get 2 brand deals, bro, I can like just do music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like I don't give a fuck at this point.
Dude,
whenever I can get on board, bro, I'm with it.
I'm so excited to see you and just all my peoples be able to support themselves with just what they love doing. Mm-hmm. Like, that's going to be dope. And I'm looking forward to doing that myself. Like, this podcast, my brand, everything like that. Like, I can't wait till I can just support myself on it and just, not have to worry about fucking. I mean, I DoorDash for extra money. Yeah, I need to make a song or something. But anyway, yeah. So, by the way, I really do appreciate and love all of the love that y'all have been giving me with the brand and everything like that. The people in this room, but also the people listening, like we've gotten a lot of support, a lot of really good feedback, comments. I mean, shit, like a lot has happened. And I don't want to get too off topic, but another thing I wanted to bring up, I'm trying to break a habit so fucking hard. I listened to the last podcast I did.
That was me at the start.
Dude, no, it's like people, I don't know, it doesn't seem like people notice it when you're just like face to face talking to someone. And I don't even know if I'll do it that much when I'm talking to someone, but I noticed that I was doing that and I was like, oh my God. Yeah.
And now,
That was a long night of editing.
Yeah, for sure.
That was a long night of editing.
editing.
Cutting out ums and shit. But yeah. One thing I was going to ask you, both of you actually, when you guys listen to your own music, is it kind of like when I listen to my own podcast? Does it make you want to, you critical, but also just like, you're like, oh, that's me. And you just like want to pull your fucking hair out, like, because it just feels weird listening to yourself. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but hearing my own voice.
I'll let you take that one first.
Sure. I mean, like a lot of the time it does sound different from like the way it sounds in your head. You just got to accept the fact that, you're confident and like able to, you are an artist. This is what you do, like
Yeah.
Once you're able to accept like, okay, people actually fuck with this, like the way it sounds. So I don't need to be as critical of it as I am, or like feel like it's off or something like that. Like,
Yeah, because you got to believe in yourself. Confidence is like one of the most important things, especially with music.
and if I think it sounds bad and Matt thinks it sounds bad, he's going to tell me. He's going to be like, all right, we
Absolutely.
should probably do that again.
Exactly.
Like that was not it.
So I want to ask you, because I'm not as familiar with the art that you make, and I've been hearing what you have with collaborations with Matt, and it's all fucking dope. Like, what do you play guitar too? And
Yeah. So I've only been doing music at this level for a little bit. Like Matt really helped get me, just more content out, just, being able to collaborate with me, like, which was really gracious, having, taken someone who doesn't really have a lot of experience working with other artists in this capacity, where we're, like heavily collaborating on songs and like talking about making tapes together and stuff like that. And then from there, I was able to expand my, into my current other project, where I do more guitar-oriented stuff rather than the whole singing over beats thing.
So what kind of music do you like to make the most? Like,
I make mostly like rock, like thrash type stuff. I played with like a garage like alt band for a little bit. We've got a project that we're still sort of working on. Played a couple shows with them.
what'd they go by? Or what do they go by?
If ever. It was like it was my buddy from high school's project, and I just started out as like a session musician for it, right? Like I was just playing bass on the project.
Yeah.
It was like he was gonna pay me for that, or, But then it was just like, okay, we actually kind of fuck with the project. Do you want to just turn it into a group, like a band?
Hell yeah.
So we were able to sort of.
So the
get some
project
exposure in that.
was called If Ever, and then did that become the band name?
And so the project went through like 4 different names. I don't know if one ever got decided on, because like I said, when I started, I had no creative control, right? I was playing over like a very specific song. I wrote a couple of the riffs, like the main riffs for songs, but I didn't have a hand in any of the lyrics. I didn't have a hand in any of like the concept outside of the music.
So it was like a big collaborative thing.
Yeah. So that's what I like to do. I really enjoy, like, music is fun to make on my own. It's cool to write music. It's really fun to like, have solo stuff that you're working on, but music is so much more enjoyable in my mind when I'm able to like collaborate and bounce ideas, and I feel way more successful in that sort of group setting.
Yeah, because you can really have a good time. I mean,
Yeah.
it's sometimes it can really feel like you're just hanging out with buds. Like,
It's a mutual love, of what
absolutely.
you're doing. Like we're really enjoying. We both get to do what we love every day. Like
exactly.
At the end of the day, I get off work, I go home and I practice guitar, and sometimes Matt and I'll go try and write a song in a night. It comes together really easily a lot of the time.
Yeah, honestly, like
Our songwriting process is very quick.
very quick. One of the things I pride myself on as an artist is I can just like roll out of bed and write a song. Like I can just the bulk of my songwriting process, I take more time on certain things, and I hope that comes across like that in certain aspects where, you know what I mean for it to. But the bulk of the process is just pretty quick, That's why I have like shorter songs at the end of the day. It's also partially for listener retention and just playback value and shit. And that, it shows.
Yeah, it really does.
Thank you.
I mean, like getting to be in the studio with this dude is so easy. It's like the quickest. We're in there. We've got a song done in like 45 minutes.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Like we're not spending like days at a time working on certain things.
Priceless came together in a day.
Literally. So the way Priceless, our song Priceless came together is, I woke up that morning and I just came across this crazy fucking funk beat.
So
That beat is so hard.
Bro, thank you. And fucking, so I'm sitting there, I'm listening to this beat, I'm rocking to it, and so I'm like, drop bars like bombs, no ISIS. I'm good, motherfucker. I'm priceless. And I just started, that flow just kind of like encapsulated my mind, and it took over, and I just ended up writing my verse to the song there. Like that whole beginning part, I wrote and put down like 5 minutes after hearing this beat.
I'm icy.
Like halfway through.
Too pricey.
Oh, yes,
Great.
Dude, and that's one thing I love that you can feel the effort that you put into it. You don't just half-ass stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I love how collaborative and how experimental you are with who you work with and how you work with them. Like, you're trying to branch out and do all kinds of different stuff, and it's all coming together nicely for real. And like, you've done a lot of work with my buddy Tay, and he was actually Freeway Tay, and he was actually one of the models on the website, just FYI, in that blue top button up. And yeah, and you guys work together really nicely too. I mean,
yeah, that's my guy, man. Me and Tay go way back, man.
Hell yeah.
Friends for a long time.
And dude, that makes me think, because I went over to your house one time and I realized, this is just a random little fun fact, you literally live in my ex-girlfriend's exact room. Like,
so funny.
It's so weird. I went over there and I literally would remember being in that same fucking corner that you have your bed in, but just chilling with my girlfriend. Like, it was just it's so interesting how small the world can be sometimes.
Absolutely.
Like, it's just, of all the rooms, yeah. But anyway, so I know you
My man was clapping ass in that motherfucker, and that's where I cuddle with my cat.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I left anything there for you. I hope I didn't tear the room up too bad, but there was some wild shit going on in that house before you got there. I wouldn't be surprised if there was some ghosts that you're dealing with, some demons.
It's weird that you say that, bro. So every now and again, I know you laughing. I see you, motherfucker.
I got ghosts here. I know what's up.
So my whole life, I've always been like a little like sensitive to like spirits and shit. I feel like I'm confident in saying, but fucking every now and again,
They out there.
they are, bro. Ghosts, they out there. But no, fucking, so I'll just be chilling. So my MF Doom vinyl, we were just jamming into that the other day, right? Shout out MF Doom, bro. Rest in power to my dog. I wish we knew more details about your death, bro. Fucking your favorite rapper's favorite rapper has been dead for a minute now, and nobody has taken that throne. What's going on with that?
Sad to see.
Power MF Doom.
What?
Oh, but so anyway, yeah, sidetrack.
The ghost stories.
My bad. So yeah, fucking. So that my copy of Mad Villainy is just sitting there on my wall, and I'm sitting there. I'm just on FaceTime with my bitch playing fucking The Old Republic on my keyboard or my computer because I'm a nerd. And then the vinyl just like fell off the wall, and the way it's sitting, dog, is it's just sitting on two nails. You feel me?
Was this before or after his death, if you don't mind me asking?
Way after. This
Like
was
last
like,
week.
This was
Damn.
like 2
Days ago, yeah, like-
yeah, bro.
He was doing fucking meet and greets, just fucking unexpected pop-ups in your place.
Bro, literally, he just. I said, well,
Say,
what
go put
happened
that
was,
shit on right now.
Yeah.
I occasionally love to say wildly vulgar things, and that's just,
That's exciting.
It's a true passion of mine, And I said I hit my girlfriend with just a slew of terrible words next to each other in a very, like, sensical but terrible order. And then this shit just fell off my wall. And I don't know, man. I don't know what I did. I think I know what I did. I think I offended whatever ghost was there. It was just
So it was right after you dropped some disrespectful bars.
Essentially, I said something like, never mind. I can't.
Dude,
it's
funny that you say it like that, because I'm literally over here trying to remember. There were certain bars of your songs that were like that, like crazy, like lyrical bars, but at the same time just stuck out so much because they were so like in your face, vulgar, and I fuck with that shit though.
One of my favorite bars I wrote is on Designer Dope, which is really one of my favorite songs that I've put out because it's just so me fucking pulling my dick out and writing with it type shit.
Yeah.
Oh man, I said synonymous with sodomy. My words can harm you bodily. I heard Joe Mangro selling pics at motherfucking Dollar Tree.
Oh my fucking god! This is why we got to get these motherfuckers in here. You hear this shit? Go fucking look up Matt Damon on any streaming service right the fuck now. You want to hear that shit, and there's more like it.
Go look up Matt Damon. Be right back.
And come back, exactly.
Yeah, comment your favorite bar, so I know you guys aren't capping.
Exactly.
But now that we're on the subject of ghost stories, I do want to, because this is always entertaining to me when I hear a podcast talking about ghost stories. I have a couple, and they were all in this house. So my first one, it was like 2 weeks after I had moved into here, and I was staying in my room down the hallway, and it's kind of a small room. I have a bed like right in the center of it, and it's, of course, because I'm a fucking 21-year-old guy, there's no bed frame. It's just it's a mattress and then like something in between the mattress and the floor, but it's just sitting on the floor pretty much. But it's like a heavy kind of setup, and I was sleeping in bed, and if you know me, I sleep in way too long, and I sleep heavy. So this was probably at like 10 in the morning, and I was asleep, and then I felt my bed shaking, like somebody was like shaking it from the corners or something. And I was half asleep, so I was like, my brother's name was Colin, and we lived together, and I was like, Colin, stop. I'm not trying to get up right now. And like it stopped for a second, and it like shook some more, and I'm just like, what the fuck, dude? What do you want? And I get up, and nobody's in there. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? And then I even started thinking, like, even if it was Colin, you couldn't shake this motherfucker. Like, it's a bed on the floor. Like, you'd have to, like, pick up the mattress and just shake it around. It wasn't like that. It was like somebody was, like, moving it back and forth. It was the weirdest thing. And that one's maybe explainable just because we live by a quarry. And so sometimes you'll get, like, just big fucking vibrations through the house because they're just fucking shit up over there. I don't even know what the fuck a quarry is. Mining? Is that real life Minecraft or something?
Yeah, essentially.
Okay, so pretty much they were getting diamond ore or whatever the fuck, trying to make a portal to the Ender, and maybe that's what happened. The bed was just shaking, and I was like, what the fuck? Okay, so Colin wasn't even home that time. And then the next one is like probably like 6 or 8 months into me living here, and it was at like 4 a.m, and I had a few friends over. So, but mainly what's important is that it was my friend and his girlfriend. My friend was asleep in my bed. His girlfriend was awake in my bed next to him, and I was just walking into my room. So pretty much you already know my room's just fucked, like with ghosts, demons, weed, semen, just because that rhymes, you know. But it was bad, and right. And then so I turned the fan on, and at this point, my friend's girlfriend is just on her phone, so no reason to pay attention or anything to what's happening. So I turn the fan on. It's on the highest setting, and this motherfucker starts shaking violently, like just moving out of control. It was like about to fall out the ceiling. And I know some fans do that and shit, but my fan doesn't do that. On the third setting, I've tried it many times just to test this theory. It does not shake like that. And it was looking like it was about to come out its sockets, like shaking crazy. And then, so as I'm going up to like turn the fan off, because I'm like, what the fuck? One of the blades flies out of the socket and just slams on the floor, on the wall. And at this point, my friend's girlfriend's looking up. Her name's Gabby. That'll make this easier. Gabby looks up and fucking, she's like, what the fuck? And it hits the wall pretty hard, makes a loud noise. Fucking my friend's still asleep. And then I'm trying to turn it off. And I'm pulling it, nothing's happening. Pulling it, nothing's happening. So, and I'm not dragging it, but I'm pulling it. And the fan starts moving towards me. Like the whole fan kind of almost lit, like just was angling towards me, pointing towards me. Like the light of it would have been like directly pointing to the floor, but at this point the light's like almost looking at me, so it's moving, and then it finally turns off, and then all's Gucci, and all's Scheuneman, and so I went and put the blade back in, fucking turned the fan back on. Did not happen how it was happening, and it hasn't happened since. So that's a fucking ghost, if you ask me.
That's a fucking ghost. Dude, we had some weird shit happen the other day. You remember when we were trying to leave? I went to open the garage door, and I didn't even touch the knob, and it just opens right up.
Oh,
we like, fuck that shit.
I forgot about that. And then I told you these stories.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit
was creepy, dude.
And it was weird because it was like barely open, like just a little crack. And right as we said we're about to turn around and leave, it just like open, and we're like, what the fuck? And okay, you can say it's wind, I guess, but how come it didn't move before?
Wait, was the garage door open, or the
No, because we didn't even. That was the door to the garage that we would have had to. We would have had to open that and then press the button to open the garage. So the garage couldn't have been open.
Yeah.
And I mean, a window was open, but still the door was cracked for a minute. Like we were sitting there talking back and forth, having our own personal pod, and
it was just creepy.
Yeah. So that's story number 3, and there's a story that happened to my dad, and I'm gonna let him say that one next time he comes on. But yeah, dude, there's fucking ghosts out here, bro.
Ball.
So I'm interested. What little hints can you give me and the fans about what you've got coming?
Man, so it's been a difficult process recently with trying to decide like where I want to go with things first, but where I've kind of landed is so I had dropped a song that JETT and I had done called What Could Be recently, kind of as like more promo for.
I really like that song, by the way.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Bars on that one.
Yeah.
But motherfucking, I think rather than dropping Demon King 2 soon, because there's a few things up in the air with the project that I'm trying to get ironed down to make it just as good as possible, because while I'm still coming up, I understand that consistency is something to be aware of, but at the same time, I'm just not going to put out shit that I feel like is incomplete at the end of the day.
Exactly.
So what I do have, though, that I feel like is a well-rounded, complete project is I'm going to call it Homebrew. And fucking, it's 3 tracks on 3 beats that I myself produced and made, all that good shit. I got JETT on one, I got Tay on another. And myself actually am on the last one, and that's going to be coming out here soon. I can't give you an exact date on that, but I can definitely confidently say within the next like 2 months or so.
Bro, let me take the fucking album cover.
Yeah, everything's
we got
down.
the mixes. We just
Let me get the album cover. I was supposed to get Demon King 2, but now I'm glad I didn't, because that motherfucker's in the ether.
It is in the ether.
Postponed.
But I mean, if you go on his Apple Music right now, which you should have already done, you will see a nice, sexy picture of my boy just sitting there in a nice-ass leather jacket that you can purchase on ScheunemanBrand.com.
Yeah, tell me about the jeans, bro. These things are comfortable as
Dude,
bro.
My man wearing them right now.
hell yeah, dude. We got JETT in the fucking blue patch jeans that were hand distressed by myself.
Just hand distressed.
Yeah, I went with a
crazy
razor blade, and I distressed them all one by one. So you get a little love in your exactly, and those are technically. We've talked about this before, but me and my brother kind of split the ideas of each garment down the middle with each drop, if you know what I mean. So he designed half, I designed half, and then we obviously collab on certain things about them, but the jeans are his idea, his little baby, and fit was super important to us. We wanted them to be skinny but not too skinny, stacked, have that nice look at the legs and everything. I don't like those jeans that are either like too tight and you get no
Like
it's just
no mobility.
no circulation, and it's also just tight the skin. You don't see it. I like
these are perfect, I think, because they're looser up top, so like I don't feel like constricted.
Exactly.
On my leg, and I have like a lot of mobility because of that.
That's also because we have some elastane, I believe it is called, and it's a blend of cotton and elastane to make it more mobility, because that's important to us. We don't want it to be uncomfortable to wear.
For sure.
And
Especially.
Yeah, the stacked look's my fave. And there's also another colorway. You got the blue on right now. It's a Karaku blue. Karaku? I don't know. But blue patches sewn in there. Also hand sewn by my father, the shipping manager. And then you also got the belt, which is, I love that fucking belt, dude. It's made of,
dude. How much are these?
so I believe the belt is $150.
I'm gonna get one of these.
Which I'm sorry, that's a killer deal for a belt like that, because I'm telling you right now, practically made with the same exact materials that this belt is, which I'm wearing a Gucci belt.
Jesus.
That it's
Yeah.
fuck. I really
yeah,
don't want to
it
fuck up
is
the
the
word,
same.
but
Look at
fuck, I'm gonna what is it? Platanium?
Palladium.
Palladium.
Yeah, I got
Fuck.
you. Yeah, yeah. So your brother was actually kind of giving us the makeup of the belt because we had asked if y'all were thinking about doing like kind of it's like some grander embroidery work within the leather.
Yeah,
That we know because
definitely.
we pointed out that
Going to
the made in Italy with the emblem on it in the back of the belt as well in the leather. That shit's gangster as fuck.
Super gangster.
But yeah, he was saying that this shit is palladium, the metal that is on the belt, and then the leather itself is of course that sexy ass Italian leather.
Yeah, usually I can drop these like terms just right off the top of my head, but last podcast I fucked up with one thing that I said about the jacket because I mix it up with a jacket that's coming soon on the drawing board. I mixed up one of the terms, and so now I'm all in my head about making sure I say the right things. But yeah, that belt is also, so Colin wanted to do a belt, and we kind of had the same idea of making the logo the buckle. But then, like I said, we came together to make sure that the ears of the logo would not stab you when you like bent over or anything like that. So we thought it would be a great idea to put that circle around there, and I think it makes it look really clean.
Classy as fuck. I mean, honestly, man, with all the products that I've seen and everything. I mean, when Ben put on these pants, I was like, God damn, those look nice as fuck. No homo, of course, to my man, but the pants are crazy. I mean,
Oh, dude, you rock them.
the quality of the apparel, man, is just insane. At the end of the day, like everything.
Making me hard right now.
That's what I said. You know what I mean? I had made a post online. I had said high quality apparel with high quality appeal, and I stand by that, man. Get you something new. Like this shit is crazy.
Dude, I fuck with that hard, bro. If I can hear a Scheuneman bar, I will throw a table.
Bro. Your brother was telling us about like the whole music video brand thing that you guys.
What's going on with that? I ain't heard
So-
shit about no music videos.
Actually, you have. I've actually brought it up to you multiple times.
Oh, I was high.
And we're gonna, we're usually high, but
Oh man.
we're keeping certain things about it on the low because, like we've both said before, and like you just said, quality is super important to us. So we only want to talk about stuff once we can show that we really mean it and
Absolutely.
the quality is there, and you guys, it'll speak for itself. But I will let you in on a little insider info. Yes, we plan on working heavily with artists, local and big, when we get to that. But I always do want to come back to local and keep my people coming up with us because there's some true talent in Columbus, and I don't think people have shed enough light on that.
They haven't, man.
And we're sitting here with two talented ass motherfuckers that need more love than they already have. Like this motherfucker, don't you got fans in Ukraine?
Actually, so that's a fun segue. Yeah, man. So I've actually pulled plays out of Ukraine and Russia. So I guess the fan base is divided currently.
Damn, bro. We might get into that, but oh shit, that was a crazy thing to wake up to. But anyway.
Imagine being in Ukraine. It was morning for them.
Oh yeah, dude. Fuck.
You look outside, like, oh, there was a street there. Oh,
Now it's a hole.
yeah.
Pray for the people in Ukraine, obviously.
Absolutely.
But we'll be back to talk about that. But I don't want to leave you hanging. Yes, we're gonna work heavily with artists, and we are in the works of a mystery music video with a mystery artist, and I'm very excited to show you guys that. But I will say on here right now that the Scheuneman brand definitely 110% plans on working with you in the near future to do the same thing that we're going to be doing
Fuck yeah.
for these guys. And it's just going to be magic, I'm telling you, because it's just a bunch of creative minds coming together and we're going to make something great. And I want to say this should already be known, but I'm only going to be working with high quality artists, people that in my opinion are great and can be great and deserve the love and attention. So without a doubt, you will be coming soon on the fucking list.
That really means a lot. I appreciate that. I have one concern. Because he was telling us. Well, I won't say that, but I heard that there might be some slight wardrobing that happens. My concern is I'm a thick boy, Julian. You see me right now in this room in this chair. I'm a thick boy. You got jackets.
Still sexy
boys?
though. Trust me, we actually. So right now, I'll admit some of our stuff is more suited to like this, not slender body type, but I mean, we got skinny jeans. You could call them skinny jeans.
It's high fashion. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Right now, we do have things that would fit you great. Like the joggers and the sweatshirt, that would fit you great. The leather jacket, you can rock that. The jacket is coming soon. You'll definitely be able to rock that. The shirts, I mean, so trust me, bro. We got you in mind.
Okay.
Actually, most of it you could rock. The belt, everything. You just need to get your size, and we got your size. Fucking, what is it? It's small through, I think we got double XL in there, too.
That should do it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, dude. So we got you, bro. I think I've been doing all right.
You've been doing great.
I'll probably listen to it later and be like, fuck. But anyway. Oh yeah, I've been wanting to ask you this, both of you guys. What is your number one inspiration, do you think? Like an artist that's doing in the similar field to you. Like when you make music, when both you guys make music, who are you trying to not capture, but also like, you know, like when you're a fan of somebody and you're making music, it's almost like you're going to try and impress them. So who would you say that is for you?
That's a hard question for me, honestly. But if I were to really honestly, Andre 3000.
Three Stacks.
Honestly, Andre
That's a
3000.
great answer.
What Outkast did for hip hop is unparalleled, and Andre 3000's impact that he had himself on like the scope of like what more people are doing in the underground, like Jaron Benton or like West Side Gun, Benny the Butcher, all those guys, bro. Outkast really paved the way for there to be like a different lane of hip hop, bro, and that's not talked about enough. So really, honestly, like. I try at the end of the day to be like the closest thing I can make myself be to like Andre 3000, not in how I do things, but just
no, you're not copying the shit, but you like you're just, you know, just trying to.
He's a brilliant man.
I think a good way to put it is you're trying to impress Andre 3000, like, because any other way it sounds like you're trying to like copy the shit, but you're not.
Yeah, it's more just
that is a good answer.
Like that's kind of just what I listen to Outkast, or I listen to, I'm a big fan of like Benny the Butcher and shit. I sit down and I listen to music like theirs, and it fills me with this energy to where it's just like I struggle with depression and shit. You feel me? I'm a normal person at the end of the day, just like everybody.
Yeah.
Fucking that music really just helps me get out of bed and like want to do shit. It gives me drive and makes me feel kind of have that like fuck yeah, go get him energy that you need sometimes to do shit. So with my music, it's not that I'm trying to like emulate anybody or copy anybody. That's the last thing I'm trying to do. But what I am trying to capture there is that lightning in a bottle effect of like, this is music that's going to get people amped up. This is like someone might need to hear this that's having a bad
has
day.
Emotion in it.
They're the shit. Exactly.
Yeah. I'm not lying when I say I listen to your music and it gets me upbeat. It's fucking bangers. And this is kind of random, but still kind of on point. Like, would you take it in a bad way if somebody said a lot of your tracks are like boom bap kind of style?
No, I wouldn't take offense to that at all. Honestly, that's a huge compliment for me. Yeah, man. I mean, what hip hop is now, and I'll tell you right now, I'm not really with the hyper pop shit, to be honest. All this like this large overarching intersection left over from this last like bubblegum pop era, like of rap era wave that from SoundCloud and shit. Just the remnants of that, and all these kids like overusing auto tune, or like too many people just trying to just be their favorite artist, and there's just this huge lack of originality. So I feel like the whole genre needs to really get back to its roots and remember what the fuck it was made for.
I swear, you know, you saying that makes me think. I've been kind of giving myself a hard time because every now and then I'll be listening to a song and I'll be like, who is this? Is this like, this may not be a good comparison, but I'll literally be like, is this Little Durk or is this Polo G? Like, I'll just be like, I can't remember who this is from how it sounds. But I don't think that's all me. I think these motherfuckers are just kind of too similar. Like, they need to have some originality. I mean, I like both those artists, don't get me wrong.
Sure. Yeah,
but I mean, shit's just, you really hit it home. Like shit's starting to sound too similar, and you got to get back to the original shit. Like, bro, like there's nobody like Slick Rick. There's nobody like Eminem. There's nobody like it's just. I mean, there's some people that really want to be Eminem. There's some people that really want to be Slick Rick, but it's just those people came in and did their shit. Just how you guys do. Do you have an answer, do you think, about who inspires you?
I mean, like as far as my personal stuff, I listen to a lot of like 80s rock, like a lot of thrash, mostly like Metallica type stuff. I like playing fast, and I like, I don't know, banging my head and jumping around on stage and stuff. So like that's sort of the style I enjoy as a solo artist. And then when Matt and I work together, it often we work a lot in like the funk genre and like more wavy guitar riffy stuff. And so I try and bring more of like a disco type inspiration to that, like,
which you do phenomenally.
I think disco is just good vibes, you know. Disco it's happy music, and so just being able to like have fun on every song you do, and sort of, you know, try and make the other people feel that it was fun to make, and like let them be able to hear that in the song.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I'm hating myself because I'm blanking on the name, but your guys' most recent track, like. What could be? You coming in on there was genius. Like it makes, like, it just really makes the song come together as a whole, and you guys both have your own unique flavors.
Thank you.
And like, it's just, I loved hearing you just fucking killing it on the guitar, fucking singing, doing just your thing. Like, I love seeing people do their thing. And
yeah, you should wait. This next project coming up, the homebrew. There's some heat on there that we've got coming.
That's actually
that's a really good title, I think.
Thank you, bro.
I'm not trying to just kiss your ass, by the way.
For sure, I appreciate that. No, I mean, I know you, bro. I know you're not just gonna blow smoke up my ass.
Yeah, nah.
Fucking, that's actually one of the songs I'd wanted to play you. Fucking, or kind of like demo out here was my man's here that we had on homebrew. It's You feel me? Give me just 1 second to get that.
Hell yeah, we're going to give you guys a little sneak peek on some shit. I hope it comes through clean. We're still working on the tech to get it hooked directly into this third Mixcast 4, by the way.
Any sponsorship is appreciated.
Absolutely.
It's not yellow anymore.
Oh, no.
Where are you at?
Dude, don't even get me started. While you're fine, you found it?
Yeah.
All right.
I bet. Here we go. So, yeah, beat and everything produced by me, and then it's just... With homebrew, I really wanted to let the artists have the chance to like make the songs they wanted to make. My objective was just to provide instrumentals and then drop it through a platform that.
I see you having a fucking label one day. I mean, the way you talk about it,
We've got a studio coming up here in a couple months that I'm going to be building with my buddy. Absolutely. So we're going to be able to have artists come and work out of there.
Everything's going to, you know what I mean? We're trying to take everything into a professional sphere as quickly as possible. It doesn't take time, but. What the fastest, a lot of people come to me and they're like, you know, they're impressed by my ability to execute on ideas and they're impressed by my ability to execute. Really, it just comes down to if you have a good idea and you really fucking believe in the idea that you just had, take one small step towards getting closer to getting that goal accomplished. So like immediately, as soon as you can.
It's easy. He works out of his bedroom, bro. Like these songs they're all out of, he's just sitting at his computer. Like he can, and this beat even, like that's just homemade. You know?
Look at you, man! You're working your ass off in the same room. All I was doing was clapping cheeks.
It, you know, like
exactly. Where is my money? Atlantic.
Yeah. Dude.
Nah, but here's this song here. I'll play a little bit of this. This is fucking.
So what's the title of the song? Sorry.
Oh, you're good. This is Get Up and Dance.
Get Up and Dance. Try maybe having it a little bit closer. Oh yeah, it's coming.
And that's all I'm gonna let y'all hear of that for now.
Fuck.
Yeah, I haven't heard that in a month almost.
It's on the way.
Yeah,
it's on the way, man. We got a lot of cool shit on the way. Everybody's been working hard as fuck. It's just everything's coming together really well.
And hell yeah, I love to hear that. I feel the same way with everything I've been doing, and it's great. And another thing that I wanted to talk about here, because this is one of my favorite stories when it comes back to like me and you and just like music's related, I guess. If you're cool with talking about it, can we talk a little bit about your little B feature?
Oh my god,
dude, that shit is...
shout out Brandon Christopher.
Yeah, shout out
my
Brandon
man.
Christopher.
Man, so here's how that happened, bro. Is he posted something on Twitter, and this is in reference to our song "Whoa Shucks." Me and Lil B, the bass god, man. Shout out bass god. Thank you, bass
Ain't
god.
that crazy to say?
Thank you, bass god.
Hey, bass god.
But my fucking so he put something on his Twitter where he was like, "If you need help, DM me." And I was kind of like going through a bit of a rough time in my life, so I was like, "Fuck it, bro. I'll hit up Lil B and see."
Yeah. Let's see what's up.
I hit him up.
Let's get
and I was
based.
like, yo, I'm looking for a manager, which I still am, by the way. But he said,
Put it in the comment section if you,
drop emails immediately.
Yeah.
But so he was like, you know what? Let's like make a song together instead. I can't really do that, but like I can get a song with you. And so fucking for an undisclosed amount of money that was not a lot in the grand scheme of things.
I think it kind of showed.
A little bit. Well,
I think he got a great Lil B. Like there's some Lil B songs that are almost unlistenable. As far
in terms of like what is it, you know what I mean? And nobody's shitting on Lil B in this. Remember, everybody loves Lil B. And
everybody loves Lil B.
Base God, yeah, it's weird to just like be working my 9 to 5 and then have somebody be shitty with me when I'm working the phones and have them just be like fucking. And I just remember that I have a song with the Grammy winner.
Yeah,
because like he got that Grammy off a Thundercats album last year, for like alternative R&B and shit. And it's really weird for me to think about. I'm still at this stage where I'm at to where it's like I got 38 monthly listeners as of like right now today, but I got a song with the Grammy winner. It just
you never know where you could
strange.
be tomorrow either. Like,
exactly.
and that's what that shows.
You never know what's coming up when you're gonna have opportunities, and you really just. I understand it's hard to jump on these opportunities when they present themselves. Everybody thinks they need like all these exuberant amounts of money, but it's all about how you go about getting these things done where you can see results. You just have to go about it in a productive manner and remember that you are speaking to a person.
Hell yeah. And I can cut this part out if you want me to, and it's also fine to have the cut that part out because people think it's funny. But anyway, I mean, he kind of sounded drunk when he recorded the verse.
He sounded like he was off a perk or 5. Yeah. I agree. Just 1 to 5 Percocets.
The Perkies were calling him that day. I don't know what was going on. I just think it's funny because just in my opinion, you kind of just killed Lil B on a track, which is just kind of.
I mean, I kind of did. You kind of did. Again, all love to bass god, and I'm just really happy I was able to get that song done with him at the end of the day. But my man, it's just he heard the song. It's not like it wasn't in front of him. It's not like he didn't know what he was rapping on, but.
It's just crazy that like he was able to support and just hop in and do what he did. So.
Exactly. Whatever he did.
Yeah, do what he did.
It's helpful, you know.
Yeah, I'm not super familiar with all of Lil B's music, but
give it a look.
I mean, I've given it a few looks.
Listen to Wonton Soup.
I'm almost positive there's a few songs of his that are saved in my SoundCloud, and
as they should be.
Yeah, so we all love to the B man. So
bass god.
Bass god.
Hey, bass god.
He said, helping more people and planting more trees. That's the bass god, Lil B.
That's the best bar. It is.
Ask about the people that had hated. Like he did. I can tell audibly he didn't know where to go with that next bar, and I'm like, it's okay at the end of the day.
That was a one take.
But like,
send it.
Super. He was like, is this okay? And in my head, like I've heard his other music, so I'm like, in the grand scheme of things, I suppose it is.
Yeah.
I suppose it really.
That's easily a classic bass god verse.
Classic.
Okay, so I just remembered. I do kind of want to talk about Ukraine because that shit's insane.
It is.
And it's crazy that we're seeing this history play out. Like, I feel like the past few years have just been straight history book pages. Like, they're definitely going to be talking about most of this shit in school. And just the fact that we could be watching like the start of fucking World War III or whatever. And
Vladimir Putin is off his rocker.
Dude,
bro.
fuck
He's
Vladimir
out
Putin.
of his fucking mind.
You know, It's one thing if you want to go and fuck with innocent people and displace millions of families, but dude, when I saw the
crimes,
fucking
bro.
gas prices
You can't just
yesterday,
commit war crimes off the jump.
you seen the gas prices
Yeah,
for
man.
diesel?
In California, it's already $6 for us over here. We're looking at like 4 as is, and just
Not, dude. Last night I went to 4 different gas stations. Not only were all the diesel pumps fucked up, that's a whole other story, but the diesel was $4.39.
God damn.
Fuck no, baby.
Yeah,
Baby.
and a couple days ago I was getting it for like as low as $3.30 somewhere.
Right.
So that's a crazy jump.
That really is.
And dude, they're gonna have to replace those stickers of Biden being like, "I did that." No, put put fucking Booty Putin's fucking face on those pumps because he just did that shit.
I agree. You know, the craziest thing with this is just, even if you look at it from a historical standpoint, this is how World War II started with Stalin in the Czech Republic. Like, this is just, it's the same fucking thing. And I understand, you know, at the end of the day, Putin is just an old man who has his eyes set on history and he's thinking about his legacy. As a man, I understand wanting to look at what your legacy is, but what I don't understand is just doing the exact same fucking thing and then calling the other side the Nazis. Like, this is how the last World War started, and this could be how this one starts. Like, it's just, the whole thing is, like, mad, outrageous, and asinine. And it said, you know, Hitler was on this cocktail of drugs himself. That was, like, 3 different drugs. It was, like, coke, meth, and, like, some kind of fucking PCP. It has its own special name. It looks like he's on that shit, or he's just literally senile. He's either high
dude,
or
have
he's
you
senile.
have you seen
Like,
the
there's no
pictures of
in-between.
him shirtless on like a bear or something, or like a
Yeah,
horse? Or
you know,
I've seen him do some crazy shit.
He's a wild old man, and it's just, I get it to a capacity. You know, he's old KGB, right? And I've been telling this to people recently. A weird thing about the KGB is that they at least used to, right, give you like a baby chicken. You raise this baby chicken, you're forced to have like an emotional attachment to it just due to the human condition.
Yeah,
They make you kill the baby chicken.
like Kingsman.
They make you kill the chicken with your bare hands. I think that's where they get that, is from the KGB. Yeah,
Okay.
Kingsman, then reference to that is from the real life KGB. That's real shit, and he did that. Like, he did a bunch of fucked up shit, so I get why he's a fucked up old man. I'm not trying to rationalize or justify the shit, but like, it's a lot of people in Ukraine aren't surprised, and I get why they aren't surprised. I'm not necessarily surprised myself. I just wish that, because the rest of Russia in politics is not with him, bro. Everybody's saying what the fuck is going on.
Mad protesting.
Mad
yeah.
protesting,
Well, here's the
bro,
thing. When
like-
when the leader of your country gambles your life in front of the world like that, like, you can't just like threaten nuclear war.
Yeah,
Have your
dude.
Right,
country be
man.
okay with that. Like, yo,
He's
you
just
gotta
shaking
ask,
his hand like snake eyes.
You gotta ask us,
Right.
bro.
He's
Like,
Fucking. Yeah, it's dirty what he's doing.
you drop a nuke, we will get bombed. Like,
Exactly, and they've made statements like they really don't want a bilateral offense with against the U.S., which, I mean, of course they fucking don't. You feel me?
You're kind of asking for it though.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Well,
exact- well, here-
as of today, Russia's been cut from SWIFT. What SWIFT is, it's the international banking system, right? That's how countries get oil from other countries type shit. Money is only done through that method from country to country on that kind of scale. Russia's now been cut from that. Germany and Italy asked us not to do that because that fucks up their oil situation. So Europe right now, as of like just a little bit ago, no longer has the ability like to access their major oil reserve. And fucking and over here in the U.S., we're not just exactly swimming in oil. We don't have lakes and vats of millions of gallons of oil to supply those countries. So I understand getting that part done as well. Like, getting them out of SWIFT makes sense, but now we're starving a nation, and the rest of that part of the world doesn't have gasoline. Like, at what point does this start to serve benefit to somebody?
Yeah, like not even
to electric, bro.
Everybody get Teslas
gotta
now.
do, yeah.
solar
Get your
panels
local
out the
Tesla store.
ass.
Elon give out free cars.
Not even in a selfish way, but like it's just got me thinking. Like my manufacturers that I work with closely, like in Italy, they're going to be suffering from this, and it's like it's just affecting so many fucking people, and it's so fucked. It's so fucked, dude.
Even just the paranoia around, like, what is this crazy motherfucker gonna do next?
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
he's out of his mind.
And it's like China's like, oh no, boo Russia, but then they're like, but the U.S. incited the whole fucking thing. Why? Because we gave people that needed aid when you weren't finna do it.
I mean, yeah.
Well, who else was gonna do that? Who else was gonna do that? Who
You know,
else was
Matt-
gonna go to starving people and be like, yo, here's what you need. You said you need this. Boom, here you fucking go. Live.
You know what we need to do?
What?
We need to get together a fucking diss track. You, couple other motherfuckers, let's diss the fuck out of Putin. Fucking the demon versus Putin. Take these fucking bars to the dome.
I think that'd be funny. I just, I don't know.
And not to make humor out of it. Like, this is
I
sad.
don't know
This
how
is fucked
productive
up.
It would be in the. I don't think that would be an actual contribution to the war effort, but that would be kind of fun to like orchestrate and put together.
What if you heard it and just offed himself?
You know, I mean, maybe, right? At the end of the day, what if he hears it? That's the final straw, and he's like, I either got to pull out forces or jump out a window.
It's the straw that fucking broke the camel's
heroes.
back. Or he just pulls up to Worthington with fucking tanks. But, you know.
Matt just went missing the other day. I haven't seen him in 2 weeks,
It's
bro.
been a while.
He hasn't hit me up in a minute. Knocked on his
Dude.
apartment.
We gotta get homebrew. What the fuck's going on? Oh, this was a very fun episode. Hold on, let me check the times on this. I feel like we just cruised through about like an hour. Yeah, we're at 55 minutes.
Fuck yeah, great conversation.
Hell yeah.
It's natural.
And dude, this was great, and we'd love to have you on again. And
Love to be back.
yeah.
We'll be back.
Oh yeah. Sorry, Marquise has kind of got
We've been sharing mics.
aborted from this podcast. Like, he's here. He's always putting in that work. I think you said a couple. We had the little ghost combo.
yeah.
We're pretty here soon. Pretty here soon. Here soon. We're gonna do a nice little solo ep because we haven't done that since episode 1. We gotta chop it up. My mom's trying to fucking pry her way into this.
Same with my parents.
Dude,
Your parents would be funny, Keith, bro. Your
Yeah,
parents
no,
in
we-
this
you
bitch
know
would
what we
be a
should
lit
do?
Episode.
we don't tell either one of them that the other people are coming, but we'll invite both of them.
Oh my, that would be a true.
Let's do that because my mom does have some interesting things that I want to talk to her about, like the neurofeedback stuff that she's doing. That's a crazy field, and it's new, and it's very helpful for a lot of people, including myself.
What is that?
I'll try and drop some knowledge on you, but she's the official. But so pretty much what it is you. I'm gonna give you the dumb version. Like I'm gonna say it like a 5th grader. You're hooking up wires to your head with some fucking like vitamin E or no, it's electron gel or something. You put it on sections of your head, and these like specific spots. And pretty much what these wires do is they send triggers to your brain every time it does the wrong thing, in terms like a lot of different ways it can help. So like, okay, for example, if you're trying to deal with anxiety, if your beta waves are super high, that can be something that happens when you have anxiety. So pretty much what you're doing is sending these electrons to your brain to teach it to not do what it's doing wrong and reward it for doing what it does right. And I mean, you're not feeling any of this. You're literally just have a few wires hooked up to your head and you're watching like Netflix, and there's like a little flashing screen that goes by, and it's just another form of showing your brain it's doing the right or wrong thing. And you just sit there and watch whatever for a little bit, and then you're done. And after a few days, or depending on how many times you've done it, maybe sometimes the next morning, you will feel a difference in how you're thinking about your day, your life. Like you just feel more positive, less negative thoughts creeping in. I'm just speaking from my personal experience because some people who are dealing with other issues like have to do different kinds of different
Like therapy?
well, they're called I guess you could call them programs. Like there's programs for each kind of issue, and there's little specific details of those issues that can also change the program. So some people don't watch a show with like the blinking screen and the sounds behind it. They'll like close their eyes and get put into almost a hypnotic state, but with the wires on their head, and they just kind of chill for a second. And it usually takes like 30 minutes to an hour. But yeah, for me, it's for anxiety and depression, and it gets me just, I wouldn't say uplifted, because it's not like you feel like a high the next day, but if the day before maybe you were thinking, oh, like life is just so fucking hard and like, what am I going to do? And you're overthinking everything you do. You feel anxious around people. It's hard to get words out. The next day after you've done a session, it's just like less problems, I guess. Like you're less in your head. The way you think is really different. Like I recently did a session. The day before I was fucking mad depressed. It's just how depression is. I couldn't really even tell you why. But I do the session and the next day there's a noticeable difference in how the day progressed and how I felt throughout it.
That's a really interesting, actually. Okay.
And it can help with a lot of things like addiction, with sleep. Like I said, we'll have my mom on to talk more about it in an educated way because she'll be. I think it is going to be a good episode. But the thing is, after that, we're just sitting here with my mom, and things are a little weird with my mom. Sup, Mom? I know you're listening. But anyway, yeah. So I think we should bring your parents in too, Marquise, and that'll be fun because we can get that last half, and they can just fucking conversate.
Wait, should we do? Should we bring them both in or one at a time though?
Maybe we could have my mom like talking about the neurofeedback for like the first 20 and like tell your parents to pull up at like 20 minutes later after she arrives. So it's like they just kind of walk in and sit down. But do you think your parents would like freak out? I mean, they get along.
No, it'd be cool. I was meaning like
we could tell your
should
parents.
We bring like my mom in or Ronnie in like.
I mean, we could do both. We're going to have to get some more mics, but we could do both. The only thing is Ronnie is a crass motherfucker. He's hilarious, like very funny, but I don't know if he's podcast safe yet. We got to give him a little media training because some of his humor is
a redneck.
Yeah, a redneck. He's a red boy, ain't he? But yeah, that would be a great
they're
time.
both all about laughs, so.
Because yeah, exactly. It's just all in the name of jokes, and
yeah.
I just think it would be hilarious because the polar oppositeness of it, of like talking in depth about what my mom does with neurofeedback, and then they just come in and we're just go directly from that to shooting the shit and just joking around. And I know my mom would just be sitting there like dazed, like, what the fuck? I don't think she'll know how to act because not only is she on a podcast, but I think it would be the funniest if we just didn't tell her. But then again, she's going to hear this.
Yeah. So, I mean,
edit.
I mean, we have stories though that like we can make it.
But I mean, you know how it was last time me and you went over to her house. It didn't feel. It's not like a podcast. We're very careful with how we word things around her because you never know when she might pick up the phone and call the old coppers on you. Sorry, can you tell there's personal issues there? But let's not get too into that. We're doing good. So I'm just going to say, yes, once again, thank you for all the support. I hope you guys liked this episode, the interview, meeting Matt, meeting Jet. I really had a good time talking with them about their art. And check out all of Matt's music, all of Jet's music. Check out their collabs. Go to the fucking Scheuneman brand website. Go cop yourself some amazing clothing. I promise you'll love it. Guaranteed. And you get stickers too, so you can't really go wrong. And yeah, I mean, like, subscribe, comment. And do you guys have some parting words?
Man, it's been really dope being here. It's just been a lot of fun, man. I'm looking forward to doing this again. I'm looking forward to watching your brand grow. I can't wait to grow with the brand and watch you grow and everything.
Definitely both.
Yeah, man.
Thank you for having us, man.
Hell yeah,
awesome.
dude.
Yeah, it's been Matt Demon and
Better
Jet
come
Smith,
back
man.
too,
Get hip.
motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right.
Fun as fuck.
So, and do you want to? So they know about homebrew. Is there anything else you guys want to shout out before?
Some small stuff coming up.
Small stuff coming up
We'll,
for sure.
we'll let you
It's
know.
up to you if you want any kind of promotion.
We'll let you know when we get that studio up. We can get some
Absolutely,
people in there. Start recording.
Soon we're gonna be able to actually provide access and like resources to local artists for actually getting their projects off the ground. Start to finish.
Hell yeah.
Providing that step for people going from like their mom's house, their mom's basement, your room, or whatever the fuck, and doing what feels like a good professional, open-minded space to make music.
Hell yeah. I'd love to document that. Like when you guys are setting it up, come take some pics.
Absolutely.
Record some background, like all behind the scenes type shit. And then also once you get it up and running, I always love doing the studio pics. Like I would love to just do.
Sweet, yeah.
You could even have like a thing where maybe you charge like an extra $5, and then you can have me come in there, take some pictures, and they can get that for their Instagram and everything.
Maybe 15.
You
know,
tell the prices. I mean,
package,
shit,
You
you
feel
know?
me? We priceless.
Full
You know what I
package.
mean? It's
We're
priceless. I've always
can't
been.
afford this drip. It's pricey.
I think I'm pretty good at fucking taking pictures and editing, but I've always been weird about asking for money for it, so that's why I went so low with it. Because for a while, I literally just had it as like free pics because I was just trying to train myself. But yeah, man, it was a great time. Marquise, you want to say anything before we head out?
parting words from Keith.
Ciao.
Fuck yeah, dude. Hell yeah. All right. Love you, you know? Fucking like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, make friends in the comments.